What up, what up, what up? If y'all new to this channel, I go by the name Mr. OBeast. That's O-B-E-A-S-T. No, I'm not trying to promote being obese. My goal is to get rid of the yo and just become a beast. So just a little recap. Last week, I hit my lowest goal weight at the beginning of the week, which was Sunday, which was 487. On Wednesday, it was my wife's birthday, and so we went out to Korean barbecue. So I, building healthy habits. So usually I would just go and, indulge on anything. I actually went there and was mindful of the carbs. But I had about a cup and a half of white rice. Then also ate with a lot of not cabbage. Was it cabbage? Cabbage? I don't know. Whatever. Lettuce. It's lettuce. Yeah. So, but obviously the meats that I had wasn't really lean meat, is which I'm going for. So, if you don't know, my eating, like as far as my macros, is like a high protein. So it started off as a high protein, high carb, low fat macros, but I've been doing, a lot of. I've been changing it, just adjusting it a little bit. I don't know if my coach is going to see this, but so the only issue that I'm having, well, it's not. I mean, I guess you can say it's an issue, but the only problem, issue or whatever I'm having, is I don't really understand why my macros would be the same as someone else's who is not able to train like me, if that makes sense. So like in my group with my coach, everyone's goal is to lose weight, right? But then they also have other goals as like, so you're probably gonna hear me better now. But our goals are different. So in the group, there's one other guy only I've seen that is planning on trying to compete in the bodybuilding transformation summer shred competition. So mine is, so that's my goal. Obviously number one, it's always been to lose weight. But I'm doing it differently because it's not really different. I guess you could say it's just not really popular. Building muscle and losing weight has always been no, you can't do that. You got to do one or the other. And now they're having studies to where you can. And before they had all these studies or whatever, I've been preaching it's possible because I don't know if there's very many people in my situation. So, the situation is I had, I was able to, when I was 19, I was able to, bench 545 for 3 reps. And, I had a little freak accident. Long story short is I was bleeding for a week straight before I went to the ER. Then they had to pinch a nerve in my heart. I'll go into more details of that later in another video. But so that stopped me from working out because I guess that they couldn't really pinpoint what caused it. But as far as like lifting heavy, that's what probably happened. But anyways, so I gained so much weight. So I went from like 260, 280 to over 612 pounds. I say over 612 pounds because that was the last time I weighed myself, and I didn't start my journey right after when I seen it. Only because when I did my checkup, my wife, I never had a checkup since I was 19. Then after I got married, then my wife was like, let's go do a checkup. I went and did a checkup, and that's where I found out how much I weigh. And not only that I was like, holy shit, but then I was more worried too, like, do I have diabetes or, any other heart, like high blood pressure and all that? Luckily, nope, I did not have any of that. So I think that's why I wasn't really like, I feel like it was life-death situation, so I didn't start immediately. So obviously that number kind of, stuck in my head, and thoughts like, damn, how the hell did I let this, shit happen? Because I even said to myself too, before I got married, like, everyone gains weight when they get married, and that's supposed to be normal, which I was like, hell no. I told my wife, shit, I ain't gonna be me. Then I became one of the biggest ones, so shit, that's what happened. So I ended up eating my own words times 10. But now we're here. So the situation is, when I came right back into lifting weights, knowing that I was able to do 545 for 3, the last time I actually was pushing, I came in and I was only able to bench like 315, and that like messed my brain up so much because I thought I can have the same strength or whatever. But as I kept coming, my strength started getting back to where it is, and my body started changing.
If you're ready, if you're ready.
So with that, I had questions like, okay, so now I need to pay attention to what I'm eating. Obviously, that's what I need to do the most. And when I asked multiple, influencers or coaches, they wanted to cut my, calorie intake from. So for instance, if I was over 600 pounds, that means theoretically, or, with studies shown that I was eating 6,000 calories to maintain a 600-pound weight. So then when I started, and I looked for a coach or, just someone to help me out, they recommended I either fast for weeks, and then, obviously that wasn't sustainable. I actually was able to drop the weight, to go under 500, but I gained it all back fast. And the last time from that situation, I became 591. So like, it wasn't sustainable, and I didn't like it at all. Like, you could just tell, as far as like, if I were to do a picture now, the weight I weigh now to when I was 499, obviously the body position, the body looks is way different, because I was doing full body workouts and he told me I shouldn't lift heavy and this and that. But at the end, I've always wanted to look like a bodybuilder when I was younger, seeing all the magazines. The reasons why I got kind of turned off by what was going on is because I found out they did steroids. That was like mind-blowing to me. And so that's why I was like, well, that's bullshit. But I mean, that's just me personal. Like, anyone use it, go ahead, you do what you want. But that was just me. I'm telling you my experience and what goes on in my mind. So then, fast forward to now they're saying, if you just up your protein, you would build muscle and, sustainable diet or whatever. So then now I'm like, fuck, if I would have just, ate the 6,000 calories and just switched up the, and actually counted my macros, then I probably could have took advantage, because when bodybuilders when they bulk, it's so they can get fat to turn it into muscle. So because I was so overweight and big, I was able to push a lot of weight. I should have just kept my same calories, my maintenance calories, and then switched my macros to, all right, now I'm gonna do 600 grams of protein, and eat cleaner foods. And that's what I had in my mindset. But then other people were telling me, no, you gotta go to like 2,500 calories. But then if I have more muscle mass under this fat than a person who just starting off lifting weights, and we're eating the same calories or the same macros, it doesn't make sense, because I need to fill my muscles. I need to keep growing my muscles and make them stronger. And why would I decrease my stuff to someone who doesn't have muscle and have the same macros as them?
Let's take the world's strongest man, Hafthor Bjornsson, otherwise known as the Mountain from Game of Thrones. He's 6'10" and 440 pounds. Then let's take a guy like Jeff Nippard, who's 5'5" and 180 pounds. Do you think the Mountain needs the exact same amount of protein as Jeff Nippard per meal to maximize muscle protein synthesis? Don't be stupid. Of course not. He needs more. Your body absorbs protein continuously. It doesn't just stop after 30 grams. And yes, digestion slows down with larger meals, but as long as you're spacing your protein throughout the day, you'll have no issues. And if you're a bigger guy with a ton of muscle, how is it not blatantly obvious that you need to consume more protein than a smaller guy?
Muscle. So you know, a lot of it is just a learning experience, and that's what I'm doing now. So no one's actually having a right or wrong answer for me besides me just going through what I'm going through. So I'm experimenting. I'm also, you know, putting into everything I'm doing into like, you know, logic, common sense to, you know, now I'm upping my protein from what my coach really wanted. So because I want to build muscle at the same time losing weight. So the muscle I already have under, I want to build more of whatever I have. So I'm upping my protein to 350. So instead of doing 40, 40, 20 as my macros, I'm doing 50, 30, 20. So if you add that all up, that's still 100%. And that's how, if you didn't know, and if you have any questions about macros or anything like that, let me know and I can help you out. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. And so I did this for the past 3 days experimenting. And as far as like feeling fulfilled and leaving the gym feeling like fully filled as far as like a good pump, I feel different from, you know, the macros that for adjusting it. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And then so the reason why I brought up my weight is because I weighed myself yesterday and I finally, you know, keeping the same calories but changing my macros up, I was still able to get to the 487 that I was previously. So overall everything's checking out. And hold on, let's check this guy's squat.
Sorry, I was going below.
I know, but you seem.
I thought you were supposed to.
Nice. All right, I just got done. So he's been here earlier, obviously, and I just got done warming up. So I'm gonna get my shit in now.
All my soldiers, yes. Set calling all my soldiers, yes. Calling all my soldiers, yes. Set calling all my soldiers, yes. Run up, run up, run up. 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 When I was a little boy, well, I was very appalled. Why did we have to gather up scraps so we can just off? True story I'ma tell ya about them streets, liars, strugglers, and drug sellers. Life is only what you make it. You got to run through the fire of the words, can't shake it. Police, why the hell we through the situation? Burn Babylon, cause they got the recipe for lacing. Some marijuana ain't pure no more. It get you hooked and it turn you to a bomber. Or feelings of love's no more. Listen to the Brits by the reservoir. Listen to the Brits by the reservoir. Run up, run up, run up. 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 Now why you wanna take what's mine? Giving hard workers no kind of chance to shine. A man tells a sweet story, at the end it's crime. Everything is nonsense when I catch a lie. And when you're born in the ghetto, they say your chances are slim. You're at the bottom of the pole, the man says you can't win. Well, it's time to reverse the mind. For all the non-believers, believers, and down from Mars. We got to find a way in these times today. We got to show them right. My people get tough, stand up and fight. And run up, run up, run up. 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 Run up, run up, run up.
Oh well. I was born to get to you, starving for food. Mama had to struggle just for tell me the truth. How my daddy left when I was just 2. owned a toy until I found the music was the fruit of all my joy. Living in the street and always what it seems. Cause you can't put your focus on the cream. So
Run up, run up, run up. 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 Run up, run up, run up.
that is my leg day for today. Actually, I'm gonna change my leg routine. Only because, like I said, well, I never said it, but I mean, it's obvious. I need more I need more focus on my legs, especially leg routine. All because throughout my whole journey, I hated legs, but I began to like them when when my numbers started going up and squatting. So it sucks when I started coming to here. My range of motion, or where I hold the bar, where the squat rack catches the bar or holds it, that's exactly where my hands need to be, because you know, my flexibility, my also, you know, how wide I am. It's not really comfortable for me, so it affects where I place the bar on my back, because there's high bar squatting, low bar squatting, and low bar. Low bar is where I was able to hit depth and also have comfort in my shoulders, and be able to you know, squat numbers I've never squatted in my life, actually. Well, actually I was squatting the same when I was 19, but anyways, yeah, like, but back then I don't even know if I was hitting depth or whatever, because, well, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably going to be changing my leg routine. So Thursday is my days off, but I've been coming in for the past 2 weeks on my day off, Thursdays, just to get an extra leg day in. Because again, you know, that's where I need most of my building in my legs. So yeah, today was okay day. I was feeling good, but seems like as it gets later in the day and I'm exercising or when I'm doing my workouts, my energy starts to decrease faster versus working out earlier in the day. Like if I'm here by noon, like I feel good throughout the whole routine or the whole exercise. But yeah, anyways, I just gotta get some cardio in. Yeah. Those of y'all that's been tuning in and following my journey, man, thank you. And those of you guys that have any questions, just comment down below, DM us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and go follow our Instagram page on IG at Polynesian Strength. And again, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all tomorrow.